I think the biggest thing coming into camp was to build some depth, right? And I think the guys have done a great job. Ike, Eno, Trey Pierce have really grown from the spring. From where they were in the spring to where they are now is light years ahead. Still, we got to keep getting better with those guys. I think there's a good group of guys that are proven commodities that have played, and these young guys are going to play. I mean, Trey played a little bit last year as a freshman. He'll be a true sophomore. Eno's a redshirt freshman, and then Ike, being a junior who's been in the program, has physically developed and done a great job over the summer of really changing his body. He's a 310-pound kid now, and when you look at him, he looks slim for a 300. I know that sounds weird, but he looks slim for a 310-pound kid, and he's done a great job. So those three guys have still got to keep working every day. We got to keep force feeding them reps, put them in pressure situations, right? Like how they. The difference between being a really good D lineman and an average D lineman is how you handle those hard situations. And the good thing about here at Michigan, we practice extremely hard. We tackle, we're physical, both sides of the ball. And it's always been that way here, and it always will be that way here. So I think those guys get that callus early, and that's what we're trying to do with those guys. They've done a great job. And it's not even really the schedule, it's game to game, right? Like, he's put himself in better shape. He's in football shape. I think the last 14 days of practice, he has really stepped up. Like, we talk about those guys that are kind of unknown a little bit, like those younger guys that haven't played, have come light years from where they were. KG, condition-wise, playing low pad level, using his hands, playing with his eyes the last 14 days have been elite. And those are the things that we need for our guys to be better. As far as numbers of plays, like you ballpark it, you want to be around 40. If he's around 40, you feel good about that. But there might be games where he plays less. There might be games where he plays more, depending on what the situation is and where we are in the game. I think the good thing about all those guys that are proven commodities, they all want more plays. They want to be in. I mean, there's times in practice where you're trying to pull him out, and he's like, "Coach, I got it. Give me another play. So I think those guys will be great, but it's game to game. And the more depth you have, you trust guys more, right? So we've done that. We've built depth through that position. They've been successful here in the past because they've had great depth at the D line, especially interior. We have great depth on the edge. We have good depth inside, and the more those guys can get on the field, the better we can play. And KG being 40 plays is probably about where you want to be.